Welcome to Dunedin. We're on the Pinellas Bikeway, and one thing I really love about Dunedin is they have these breweries and restaurants right on the bikeway. In fact, if we look the other direction, down there's a distillery way down there, that little teal roof thing, that's a distillery, and behind that is I believe it's called Lucky Seven's restaurant. I don't want to walk all the way down there because I want you to hear the clock tower that we're going to walk to in the other direction. But this is the distillery in the blue building, and I guess I might as well walk down. I can still make it. I can walk fast. So are you all hearing me now? This is the Lucky Lobster little restaurant. It's right on this bikeway. It's really cool. But I don't want to get too close with the copyrighted music. So there's the bikeway. And so anyways, we're going to walk to Main Street. Main Street and Broadway is really the center of historic Dunedin. I'm going to try to walk fast because there's a clock tower that's up here about 2/10 of a mile. And it's really neat. So this is the Ha Brewery. Again, there's about, I think, 4 or 5 of these restaurants slash breweries, wine tasting places that are just right on the walkway. And this is also the spring home of the Toronto Blue Jays, which that's going to be in our video we went to yesterday. So you see a lot of people from Canada down here. And you know, we showed this bikeway in our St. Petersburg video, and because it runs a long ways. I don't know what the mileage is from St. Petersburg to Tarpon Springs, but I mean that's the whole length of Pinellas County. And oh, there goes the bells. There goes the bells. I want you to hear the bells. Across the street here. It's very dog friendly town. In fact, its nickname is Dog Eden. I got Bella behind me too. I don't know if you can hear in the distance the bells chiming. If you listen real hard. Oh, thank you. But hang with me on this video because we're going to walk to the water in about 10 minutes. But first, I want to show you these outside eateries. You know, I've worked in Dunedin. Oh, shoot! I don't know if you can hear that in the distance. But what's neat about that clock tower over there? It chimes, then it does the bong, 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 and then it has a little choo-choo train on the end. But this is Cafe Al Fresco's right here. This is a more higher end dining, and it's right on the corner of Main Street. Not Broadway, but I think 1 block away from Broadway. So you got the glass part inside if people want to stay in the AC, and then you got the open air here in the courtyard where people get the natural air. So, but there are so many of these places in Dunedin. That's why it's a great place to hang out with 7 breweries, I think all within a mile of each other. We're crossing the Pinellas Bayway again. Just going to walk a little bit here across the street. Then I'm going to continue a little bit on the other. This is a Mexican restaurant here, Casafina. So if you're all in the mood for Mexican food, again, a little outdoor area on the walkway, on the paved walkway. Here comes a dog. Yeah, cute dog. Hello. And this here is a brick where you get good brick oven pizza. It's a wine bar too. It's called Pan and Vino. Pan and Vino. You see the banners in the middle of the road for the Blue Jays. Yeah, spring training is really great atmosphere. You know, even if you don't like baseball, it's just, especially outdoors. I feel bad for the Tampa Bay Rays because their spring training home got destroyed in the hurricane last year down in Port Charlotte. So they're playing in the Trop, and doing spring training indoors just isn't the same. But let me show you this place. This is called Lane's Lemonade. Well, it's called Lane's Lemonade. They got a lot more than just lemonade. But I had ice cream here yesterday. They got drinks and freezes and cones. So, but this is the clock tower. Right above Lane's Lemonade is the clock tower. And that thing, the bells go off every hour on the hour, which was going off just a little bit earlier in our video. You probably couldn't hear it because it was quite distance from that. But just gives you a small town atmosphere. All right, let's walk back down Main Street towards the water. Oh, and where this is at is the Historical Museum. It was a historic train station. They have a museum inside, which I went inside today, collected a bunch of information that I'm going to try to creatively portray in the video because Dunedin's got a great history. But these are the little statues out in front. It's got a big history with the railroad. The railroad is what helped to make Dunedin prosperous. So, all right, let's continue further. I got a few more restaurants to show you. This is the heart of Main Street right here. We're one block east of Broadway. On that side of the street for eateries, again, you got Cafe Al Fresco, which I showed you a little bit, but then further down, you got Tony's Pizza. And then on this side, you got a couple of bars. Well, this is a little bit like Nashville. If you remember our Nashville video, on weekends, weekdays, you know, it gets a little quiet, but at nighttime on weekends, this place gets pretty lively. Like Nashville, they got the open air sidewalk ordeal, so that you can hear the music right on the streets. And then a bar right next to it, and this is Crown and Bull. I forget what that is. I guess it's a restaurant. We'll show all of these in our video. And this is the Black Pearl. This is more of a formal type dining thing. All right, and then across the street here, which I just had a milkshake of a few minutes ago, and Bella had her own little ice cream. This is a great ice cream shop. I mean, it's really good stuff there for fancy homemade ice cream. They also have fudge and that kind of thing. So, all right, let's start walking towards the water. I'm not going to keep you too long. Maybe keep you about 10 minutes. But nice thing about Dunedin is everything is within walking distance. They got a nice arch thing over there honoring our military. Hoorah. And that right there is alternate 19. And then they turn right, which is still alternate 19 video. This is CC Riders. Again, another nice restaurant. This one probably has the best view because you're pretty close to the water. You can see the water from here. And we're walking towards Edgewater Park, if you know Dunedin. This is a nice little fountain area. across from the fountain is Edgewater Park. We're about an hour and a half from sunset. All right, yeah, cars actually wait for you here. They don't run you over, which is pretty good. I find people are pretty friendly. Yeah, so this is Edgewater Park right here. And as you would guess, it's not really on the water, but it's close enough. So that's kind of the park area there, but we're going to go down to the marina because there's another couple of restaurants I want to show you that are right on the water. And also the boat cruises down there, the fishing charters are down there. But yeah, as I mentioned, very dog friendly. You see dogs everywhere here. So Bella feels a little strange because Bella thinks she's a human. And we did Honeymoon Island earlier today. I'm walking in the sun, so right now I can't see your comments. But we did Honeymoon Island today, spent several hours there, and then going to go back and film the sunset over Honeymoon Island. This is the Old Bay Cafe that's right on the marina. Let me show you where the people eat and the view that they have. Again, Old Bay Cafe. All right. I see some greetings from Arizona. Yeah, oh, thank you. Yeah. So sorry I haven't been paying attention to your comments. But this is the Dunedin Marina and the cafe that's right at the marina. I'm sorry, I should be talking closer to the phone because I've unplugged my cordless mic. So, all right, just probably another 5 minutes to show you. We're going to go down to the marina. There's a Best Western here and the Bon Appetit restaurant. They're right over there. This is a good hotel if you want to stay over here because it's one of those hotels where you can park right next to your room. Now, sometimes to get those type of hotels, I couldn't believe we randomly saw. Oh, hey, yeah, it was good to meet you. Yeah, met this family from California, from Southern California, and they're planning to move here. I don't blame them. But as I was saying, this is one of those hotels where you park right next to your room. And sometimes those type of hotels, you got to end up with a real junky motel. But this one you don't. I know it pretty well because I've done lots of weddings over at the Bon Appetit over there. So I've been over here many times filming weddings, but I never really went to the downtown area. So even though I've been here many times, most of this is kind of new for me. So I'm excited to film something new. So this is the marina. You got a lot of fishing charters here. And we're coming across the boat tour that I took last night. And looks like they're just getting ready to head out, so good timing. And we'll show you some good video from that. You can see it right there. It's about a 2 to 2.5 hour cruise. They usually sail around Caladesi Island and Honeymoon Island. They didn't last night because it was low tide, so they actually went over to Clearwater and Clearwater Beach and Sand Key area. Because we're pretty close to Clearwater Beach.
But either call them
within the next 3 days.
Really? I've been on the boat all day, so
it's called Paradise Express boat tours. But,
soon, I'll go
so you can
online
kind of
because
see
it
there.
changes like that.
Okay, thank you.
Call the reservation center anytime, somebody will answer and give you the information.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Up until 6 o'clock or 6:30.
Yeah, it's pretty good cruise. It kind of went a little bit later than I would have liked, but they give you cocktails on board. And I tell you, they have some great sangria. Even though I'm not usually a drinker, but I had to have the sangria. It was good stuff. So it just went late. I figured they go out to sunset and then come immediately back, but they hung around in the Gulf looking for dolphins even after the sun had set for a while. So it actually got a little cold for me and Bella because I'm in my tank top, short sleeve shirt, like you see. Oh, hey.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah. How are you?
Hey, just want to come say hi. I saw you on TV.
Oh, you did? Yeah. I'll put you on video.
Love your stuff, man.
Yeah, and where are you from? Oh, here. Oh,
yeah.
oh, you live in Dunedin.
Oh, yeah.
So you like living in Dunedin?
Yep.
Yeah, great place to live.
Hey, it's great seeing you, man.
All right,
Say hi.
thank you. Well,
Good work.
yeah. Well, what's your name?
Bro.
Oh, good to meet you. All right, so this is Bon Appetit. They have a little kind of tiki. Well, it's not really a tiki bar. There's no tiki hut, but a bar right there. And then we're going to walk out here on the Dunedin Pier. Yeah, it's not a fancy pier, it's just a little pier, but it's free. So, and of course you get a great view of the sunset from here. And then this is the seating, the outdoor seating for Bon Appetit, right there. They're known as just one of the better restaurants. Now they're a little bit on the expensive side. I've eaten their food many times, although I haven't paid for it. I just eaten it as part of weddings. Although the food you get as a regular customer versus wedding is probably even better. But they also have tables out there on that pier, so you can actually eat right out there on the pier, and then you're literally right on the water. All right, so I'll take you to the end of this pier. And yeah, so I'm really excited to do Dunedin. You know, I'm not sure which video to edit first, Tarpon Springs or Dunedin, because you know I'm really enjoying Dunedin. So this is the end of the pier, and you can actually see Clearwater Beach from here. Dunedin is just north of Clearwater Beach. Those buildings way over there is Clearwater Beach, and there's a bridge. I don't know if you can see it, but way there on the left side of the screen is the Clearwater Memorial Bridge. So anyways, you know, if you are visiting Clearwater, I'd probably recommend, well, I guess it depends on your personality part, but if you aren't, you know, the late night partier and just like a chill experience, you know, might as well be in Dunedin, and then you can take the Clearwater taxi to Clearwater Beach. Or the trolley. There's what's called the Jolly Trolley, which I think is free. So you can easily get over to Clearwater Beach and then be in the more relaxed environment of Dunedin, because Clearwater Beach traffic is crazy, especially this time of year. Whereas Dunedin, while there's a lot of people in Dunedin, it's not nearly as bad. So anyways, that will about do it from Dunedin. I got one more day of filming. Tomorrow I'm going to go back to Tarpon Springs and finish up there, and probably dive in the spring. What do they call that place where on January 6th for Epiphany they dive for the cross? So I'm going to try to dive in there tomorrow, and that will probably end the video. So anyways, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to close out, so have a great evening, everybody, and see you probably sometime over the weekend. May do another live or at least post a short. All right, take care.